another edition of City Stand and Michael Adekunle, the 26th of May 2025. Welcome all the viewers all over the world on the program this morning. All our esteemed viewers, we appreciate your support, your kindness, your love on the platform. Thank you so much. I also have my respondents here with me this morning. They are ready to dissect important issues in the country with us, as well as matters bordering the minds of millions of Nigerians. Gladys Oyabo, you're welcome on the program. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate your consistency on the platform. Gladys Oyabo, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, to everyone who stayed glued to the channel yesterday, we also appreciate you. And to the viewers who supported the platform last week, the likes of Lady G, Muki Great, Lady G, Muki Great, Mrs. Tina. We say thank you to all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May God replenish your account. May God replenish your pocket. Thank you so much. All right, straight to what we have this morning. The Labour Party presidential flag bearer in the 2023 election, talking about Peter Obi, has assured his supporters that he will be running under the platform of Labour Party in 2027. But the same Peter Obi was seen in Abuja in the coalition talk yesterday. He was with the likes of El-rufai, Rotimi Amaechi, as the former Rivers State governor, former minister under the former president, Muhammadu Buhari. El-rufai, former Kaduna State governor, was with them on coalition talk yesterday. Let's see what is going to come out of this. This was held to unseat President Bola Tinubu, but it is still ongoing. I don't know the outcome of their meeting. Of course, there was a disruptive and destructive moment during that meeting yesterday, but it was later resolved and peace reigned at the end of the day. Thank you for joining us. We have the Vanguard newspaper. Thank you for joining us, Akim Ade Shino. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate your comments in the comment section, telling people to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much. All right, we have the Nigerian Tribune newspaper as well as the Vanguard newspaper this morning, and what's happening on these papers as regards politics today. Anti-Tinubu coalition or anti-Tinubu coalition. Atiku Obi orders shop for platform. They are currently shopping for platform. As of last week, we heard that they were going to use the African Democratic Congress, that's ADC. But as we speak now, they are still shopping for platform. Don't forget that some weeks ago, they were thinking of or deliberating on moving to the Social Democratic Party, that's SDP, led by the coalition led by the former governor of Kaduna State, talking about El-rufai. But currently, we don't know the party this coalition will be going into. We don't know the party they will be picking at the end of the day. ADC, I don't think it's on for now, and I don't think SDP will be the right choice at this point in time. But they are still shopping for it. Like we have it on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Anti-coalition, anti-Tinubu coalition. Atiku, sorry, Atiku Obi orders shop for platform. Atiku Obi shop for platform. Neither Buhari nor Jonathan had Nigeria's interest at heart in 2015. This is coming from Lamido. You can go to page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper to see more of this story. Now to the next one. 21,082 candidates absent as 99% scored below 200 in rescheduled UTME, says JAM. Now to the pictures we are seeing here, right on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. I can see the picture of the former Anambra State governor, talking about Gregory Obi. I'm still seeing the picture of the former vice president of the country, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and the former governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amaechi. You can see their pictures right on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. This was a picture they took from the high-level political coalition meeting conveyed by the National Political Consultative Forum, political consultative group in Abuja yesterday. You can see their pictures right here. Many politicians now attended that meeting yesterday. Now on to the next one. Federal government turns back 8 foreigners without visas. Federal government turns back 8 foreigners without visa on PDP crisis. On PDP crisis, it seems Wike has deepened PDP crisis as we speak. Crisis PDP Wike at loggerheads again. PDP Wike at loggerheads. How will PDP win the 2027 presidential election if the house of the party is not in order? If they are divided, is it possible for them to win the election that is coming? PDP Wike at loggerheads over agreements. What are the agreements all about? Which I'll be looking at it this morning. He also attacked the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde. Both of them are not in good times as we speak. That is Governor Seyi Makinde and Yeson Wike, that's the FCC minister. Also, governorship poll, we won't align with anyone, says Aregbesola. Tinubu's mining reforms attract $800 million foreign investment, says Ilya Lake, that's the minister for solid minerals. Now to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning at this time. What is Nigerian Tribune saying to us on the crisis going on in PDP? Wike withdraws from peace accords. Has withdrawn all agreements that were made before. Wike has withdrawn from this agreement. Whether you like it or not, Wike is one of the injuries PDP is nursing. One of the injuries PDP is nursing. Wike is one of it. All right, Wike withdraws from peace accords. Blames Makinde, vows to fight on till justice served. Vows to fight on till justice is served. That's Wike. You can go to page 22 to see this story. Utomi defends shadow cabinet calls for democratic renewal. Federal government launches intra-African air cargo corridor with 50% discount. Now down the paper, what do we have? Atiku Amaechi orders in closed-door meeting with National Political Consultative Group. You can see it right on the front page of this paper. Tensions flare as Jigawa delegates disrupt proceedings yesterday. I told you yesterday there was a disruptive moment during that meeting, which at the end of the day it was resolved. All right, like I said earlier on at the beginning of the program, that Peter Obi has assured his fans, his supporters, that he will be contesting under the platform of the Labour Party. And the same Peter Obi was among the people that held coalition meeting in Abuja yesterday. What's going on in Nigeria's politics? All right, I have Oyeze here with me this morning, as well as Mr. Femi. We shall be digging it out this morning. All right, welcome, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, sir?
Good morning.
How you doing, sir?
Good morning. Excuse me, that is supposed to be.
Yeah. Okay, you want to take a position? No problem.
Let's do it like
this. Are you okay
today.
with that position?
Yes.
Okay, you can come there. Oh, yeah, you like looking into my face. Yeah, you love that.
But I'm not confrontational.
All right, we need to say hi to the viewers all over the world this morning for joining us and for their support all through.
If one up here, amazing.
It was amazing last week. The likes of Lady G, the likes of Lady G, Mookie Great, Mrs. Tina. No,
amazing.
We need to appreciate
Thank you
them
so
on the
much.
platform this
Thank you.
morning.
God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate. It's a beautiful Monday morning here. I think the beginning of a new week. I will say a big thank you to everyone out there, especially Miss Tina, Mookie Great, Lady G. If I'm correct, I think I got it correct.
You're right. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate. The weekend actually was cool and fantastic because, like me, I have some things to check out and go to the market to do some pickings. You know what I mean? Like,
what about you? How did you spend your weekend?
The weekend was very nice. Before anybody can say anything. You know, you have to have something. Something must stand on something. And we thank God that give us the grace to witness another, beautiful week. Start from today's Monday. And we say thank you for always being there for us. All of you that have been, putting your hand into your pocket and help us. May God continue to help you. You will not, lack any good thing in your life. In Jesus' name. Amen. Remain blessed forever.
All right. Currently, more than 100 people are looking at the back end. More than 100 people are watching. Just how many minutes of the program. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Kim, additional, no matter said it all. Please let us subscribe on the channel. Very, very important. And if you're joining us for the very first time, you have the opportunity to join the family by just hitting the subscribe button. Just subscribe. Hit it. The button is there.
I will go do one shekere for you.
And press the notification button. So
Yeah, notification so that you can get information.
Whenever we are on.
All right.
Both of online, you can also be getting development. Of course, we have a series of platforms here. There's a WhatsApp platform also.
Yeah,
where you
WhatsApp
can
platform.
get news, development, need beats. Just routine. You are rich. Fingertips.
I think we should be able to gather together our viewers too, on WhatsApp. We need to create a platform for them to see each other. And as time goes on,
I think that would be very necessary.
some have told me that. They told me last year, but I didn't work on it. Even around January, February too, some just said it. We will do the needful very, very soon. It's a gradual process. We are getting there by God's grace. All right. Quickly to what we have this morning. Peter Obi has said it all. I am contesting under the platform of Labour Party. And we still saw Peter Obi in Abuja with the likes of Rotimi Amaechi, the former governor of Rivers State, El-rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State, the former vice president of the nation, talking about Atiku Abubakar. Now, my question is, if he is contesting under the platform of Labour Party, a party with so much crisis, of course, don't forget the chairmanship tussle that has been going on, the likes of Papa, Abure, and all of that. But can a party like Labour Party produce a presidential candidate? A party that is facing so much crisis produce a presidential candidate?
The coalition has the final adoption has not been reached. They have not adopted any political party for now, and so many political parties are already on the ground waiting for who is going to come at the end of the day. There was rumor about ADC and all that.
Last week.
And there was this speculation about SDP too. Labour Party is a viable party with over 6 million followers currently now, no matter how you look at it. You understand? So once the coalition is concluded and the adoption, they can decide to go to any party for adoption. What if it surprises you to tomorrow and we just discover that the coalition has adopted Labour Party as the party, to tell them. But what P2B said, for me, according to Obedient Movement, it's not the final verification. The things are still going on ground. The problem is that there is already pressure on Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. But the core Northern Bloc is insisting, and tells me that those who are insisting in making sure that Atiku pick the coalition ticket at the end of the day are working for Bola Tinubu. So we cannot be able to actually verify until it is continued to vote. But that is the situation, and that is what it is like. In Abuja coalition festival, which we saw, all manner of brilliant top politicians gathering to see how they can finally fine-tune the coalition process. The process is still ongoing, but for now, they can't come out and tell us the particular party they have adopted, for the coalition.
Somebody said to me yesterday that, Michael, this would not work. This will not work, no matter the coalition. One of our viewers called me yesterday. Some viewers called me, about 5 or 6, discussing yesterday. But one of them said, Michael, no matter the coalition, it won't work against this man called President Bola Tinubu, the person that was not supported under his predecessor, the former president, Muhammadu Buhari. Even in primaries, you saw the way the former vice president too also contested, and he lost. Somebody of that personality, for him to have contested the primaries, he won in the primaries, and he won the 2023 election. It will be difficult for people to unseat him when he is the incumbent president. But now, aside from that, let's look at the calibers of people who attended that meeting yesterday. Let's start from Rotimi Amaechi. He contested the primaries as well, the APC primaries. He failed. Am I right? Mr. Femi, I want you to go along with me too.
Yeah.
No, I'm coming. He failed. Right or no? He failed. Atiku, in the 2019 election, he failed. That's what with Peter Obi. He failed. In 2023, Atiku also contested alongside a former governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa. He also failed. Obi also failed. Even if some people said, oh, his mandate was stolen. But the person that was declared winner in the 2023 election is the person you are talking about, President Bola Tinubu. But my question now is that, can a coalition of serial losers, when you look at them, a coalition of serial losers unseat President Bola Tinubu?
Oh, yes. Of course, let me tell you, there's no government that can, no matter how powerful you are, if the people make up their mind to excuse you out of office, your own is gone. We have seen what happened in the United States of America. As powerful as Donald Trump, the president of the whole world, you can see what he was doing from office, and nothing happens. You understand? But let me just correct an impression.
Okay.
I can say it clearly, even though Bola Buhari's body language was not for that of Bola Tinubu, he insisted that he doesn't want him. That's what the information we are getting. But credit, remember there was a group of northern governors that visited Bola Tinubu when he was on medical retreat somewhere abroad. The group of northern governors, those people, those northern APC governors, they are the one that made it possible for Bola Tinubu got 63.something% from the north. They insisted, based on when you see, it becomes very clear that Bola Tinubu would have definitely championed the revolution in Nigeria if that ticket didn't get to him. I can tell you that. Yes, because he insisted that I've labored for this political party. I did everything. I sacrificed everything. Money, whatever it is. Buhari does not have the wherewithal to spread that kind of campaign to be able to get to the presidency at that time. The likes of Amaechi was involved, was drafted in. And now look at what we heard from Amaechi later on. He said they fought with everything they had to get to it. And that's the fact. So those APC governors were the ones that approached Bola Buhari as at that time and told him clearly that it would be dangerous for him to think otherwise based on this matter. And on the process, on the process, that was how everything turned around and he was able to pick the ticket. And they gave him the vote, 63% It was a huge one, coming from there. But we don't know what will happen as now because, like, we have always looked at the margin, if Obi and Atiku, we're able to put up 6, 7 respectively, then someone parliament will have 8, 9. If they put their force together, the problem, as always said, is what we are experiencing today. Competing ambition at the end of the day. That's what will collapse we collapse the coalition, and that is where Bola Tinubu is already waiting for to strike. And remember now, Makinde and Wike has already, there's a big problem now going between every time agreement. And I don't wonder that, do you keep their own side of the agreement? You are working for APC clearly, and nobody's stopping you. You are still trying to, see how you are going to put your foot in PDP. So I think Makinde is for me, I think it has some level of credibility, and when you talk, it comes to, doing certain things right, even though we know the role he played in 2023. But everything is not Wike must want to be in charge of everything, in charge of the party, in charge of the APC, in charge of everything. No, it doesn't work like that. So the coalition, from what we are seeing now, I don't think they have actually concluded, gotten to the point where they will say, this is our final decision and this is the party we are going to adopt at the end of the day.
All right, they all united against President Bola Tinubu in Abuja yesterday, and when you look at it, there are people involved. There are also political bigwigs in the country, the likes of El-rufai, Atiku, Amaechi, and other prominent politicians. Mr. Femi, can this coalition work? Yesterday or 2 days ago, Obi was telling Nigerians, telling the supporters that he will run under the platform of Labour Party. What's really going on? Can't they come up with one coalition? Though they said it that finally this week they'll be coming up with one.
The deadline is next month, June.
June. Yeah.
So what really happened is that there are some things that happen, and if proper care is not taken, in the next 1 century, you may not witness it again. You see, the coalition of APC that worked in 2014 makes some people think it is easy to just wake up one day like that and want to form that kind of a
coalition.
I'm not sure we have witnessed such a coalition in this country before. That kind of one that happened with APC, that they used to rescue power from incumbents.
2015.
Yes, before 2015, around 2014. To the extent that the government of the day doubts its success. And they say, and maybe, was it Abati or something, they say, if that coalition work, come and call me bastard. And people are continuously calling him bastard up to this moment. You see, I've not seen them unite. I've not seen them coming together. That their unity, you do know that in one of their gathering, there was these people from Jigawa that still caused chaos. Yes, in their gathering. And the ADC that we are hearing that they want to use as a platform, we still read it in the newspaper yesterday that there are some officials in that ADC that doesn't ready for all this kind of their arrangement. So it's like the person they are battling with this time around, people are giving President Bola Tinubu different names.
It seems the man is everywhere.
That is where I'm going.
He has his allies.
The man is an octopus.
He has them in ADC.
Octopus.
We know about PDP.
Octopus that has so many hands. Octopus is the most protective animal in the world. He has like 10 different mechanisms to defend himself. He can camouflage. He can reform its shape. Octopus can blow a blue substance in the water. You will not see it again. That is how to describe President Bola Tinubu when we talk about politics. And Onions usually give that politics one particular name. That politics.
He's a master of that politics.
He's a master of that politics. So
looking at me.
So it's like the man has different. He has a gargantuan hands. You can find it everywhere. When you go to this place, the message of body language, you will say, is this not Tinubu mall again? You leave that place. Okay, from PDP. They ran away from PDP. They went to SDP. The SDP didn't even allow El-rufai. Yes, now, SDP didn't even allow El-rufai to come in from Kaduna. So if you want to join party, you will register from your ward. People from Kaduna, they don't allow El-rufai to register in SDP.
Even in Labour Party, is there.
Yes, you can factor it in. It's there now. So when they not even reach ADC, the CC is like this man is ahead of us here. So my suggestion is that they have not gathered. This man is too heavy for them. I think what they should do, if it will be possible for them, they should form another party if it is not too late. You know, APC, they don't use any political party to form it. Each one of them come together and they form
from CPC, ACN, APP or so.
Yes, and they don't use their party.
And they came together.
If they will be able to do something like that, then they are good to go.
Yes, can there be, you have always called this man a master of politics, dark politics, but can there be a successful coalition and a successful 2027 election with a master of politics on board, a master of dark politics? I mean, can there be a successful coalition, a successful 2027 election with the master of dark politics on top of the game?
Nigerians should be able to bear that brunt and be able to decide at the end of the day if they want this thing to bring light or to continue grumbling in darkness. You understand? What happened during the era of Amaechi them? If you look at the political atmosphere at that time, you cannot compare it with what we have now. So it was easy for them to, muster or gather or these people together and be able to come up with a political party because of the situation on ground then. And one of the things they used, if you can remember, what Governor's Forum. Once Bola Tinubu as at that time were able to break that Governor's Forum, PDP had crisis. And subsequently, when it got to a point that PDP needed to come together, Wike brought another thing, and that problem still exists today. But the only way out is that Atiku Abubakar should excuse this environment for now. People have been saying it. Whatever they not think they are, that is not correct.
What do you mean by Atiku should excuse?
Bros, when I'm saying that I should be at the background of the coalition, we don't want to see him, go for any ticket for now. And a lot of people have been saying Peter Side from River State, Abamoro from Benue, a lot of politicians have been telling him, be at the background. Whatever it is, whatever that is their interest, can be factored in that coalition. But the problem we are seeing now in some of these parties they are likely going to adopt is that Bola made the hands seems to be everywhere. Anywhere they go, they see some level of infiltration of APC government at the end of the day. And these people are saying, you cannot just come now and begin to unseat us. We have been here as if they have anything to offer at the end of the day without the coalition. So that's the problem with Nigeria. So outside that, like they said, we are going to join Bola Tinubu in that mode, and we stay up the mode. Whatever it comes out with, then we'll be able to decide at the end of the day. We must stay up the mode so that everybody will go inside that darkness and begin to drag that darkness. Anywhere where your hand, where? Yes, that is it. So by the time we stay up the mud, everywhere becomes more darker. Then at the end of the day, we'll be able to lay our hand on anything, and there we go.
Yeah, why are we witnessing this so much infiltration in the policies under the watch of President Bola?
Well, let me tell you, may God forgive me. In 2023,
what kind of politics is he playing?
Yes, in 2023, I said that one of the worst thing that we expect from President Bola Tinubu is that opposition, he will silence the opposition. It's a natural thing. The guy that was in opposition, that was looking federal government, as to why, do you know, since when President Bola Tinubu have started having issue with the federal government and he beat them from creation of local government, more FCDA in Lagos State here, and he dragged it with Obasanjo up to Supreme Court. He won, but Obasanjo failed to honor it. When Yaradua came, Yaradua honored that judgment. Number one. Number two, the issue of the contest when Tinubu was in Lagos State and won the second time, despite that the whole Southwest lose, it was only Tinubu that remained. From there, you will know the body language, and he now use these Lagos states to reclaim Edo, Ondo, Ekiti, Osun State, about 5 states. From there, you will know who is President Bola Tinubu, and with what we are witnessing in Lagos State, you can know what Tinubu can do. Tell me any viable opposition in Lagos State. If you measure PDP, those one, okay, look at the one that just contested, under PDP, he has cross-carpeted to APC again because they are Bola Tinubu, son. Look at Jimmy Agbaje. Jimmy Agbaje, according to what we hear, unverified information, that he's the one that supplied drugs to Lagos State.
Yeah.
Somebody, your boss, you and your boss, you are contesting. Who want to outshine his boss?
I think that's why they dumped him now.
Yes, now. Tell me how many times Jimmy Agbaje
contested.
Tell me how many times Jimmy Agbaje has dragged his own case to court and dragged it to the extent that people that voted for him would think that, oh, this guy is serious. I don't think in Lagos State now, if not for the sentiment, the tribal vote pattern. Otherwise, tell me any strong opposition you see in Lagos State. The same thing is playing out at federal level. President Bola Tinubu, we know. I think at this time around, it is now getting more harder because apart from you want to form even after you form your coalition, you want to battle somebody that has Nigeria, that control Nigeria army, that control INEC, that control police, that control even up to the NURTW. is the one controlling them. Even after you succeed in your coalition, let alone, he will not let you succeed in your coalition. Let me tell you, if it was President Bola Tinubu that was there when Jonathan was president, he will not let that APC coalition work. It's either he scatter them where they are doing their meeting, or he lock some of them up, or he creates confusion, call one of them. But Jonathan was like, oh, they are just playing. Me that I have soldier, me that I don't worry now. By the time we finish with you, you will know what is wrong. Tinubu will not allow it.
All right, let's quickly go to the comment section and see what our viewers, our esteemed viewers, are saying there. All right, we need to welcome Big T Prince. That's Taiwo Odunlade on the program this morning.
Good morning, Taiwo.
He was away last week for
It's
some
been
time.
a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Big T Prince. I think that has been resolved. The issue you had has been resolved. You can now go back to the normal Taiwo Odunlade. People will know that he's the one. It's like somebody wearing mask. Unmask yourself.
Unmask. Let us see you.
Let us see you.
We are not in Abuja.
Why is it so for you?
Boom, boom, boom. You know what happened? This one is not going to be hooted.
It's not going to be hooded.
We'll see it soon.
We'll see your face.
Anyway,
Testify.
His rival will say he has come again. We have a British face.
We'll get it.
We say, hey, you have come, Abi. Don't worry.
I'm sure he's watching. He go to watch us now. They look. Once where he won't take enter. Don't mind now. All right, Andrew Gujimi is here all the way from United Kingdom. We welcome you on the program this morning. What was he saying? Andrew Gujimi. Tinubu will just be laughing. This coalition agenda, he knows that. He said Tinubu will just be laughing this coalition agenda. He knows it can never succeed because they wouldn't cooperate among themselves. This is what Andrew Gujimi is saying. So it's a coalition of mockery.
I was even laughing this morning at saying.
You are also laughing.
Have you about they used to Juni? What's the meaning of this? All of them, the more they are gathering, even some people when they saw Atiku visited Aregbesola, they were saying, they were like, they are making coalition Aregbesola, Atiku. Tinubu will just be looking at them like this. They are all bunch of. Let me tell you, somebody like Aregbesola, this is the time they will just have time to chance to talk, just to talk. It's no matter. There's nothing.
I think he's also for supporting the coalition now.
Tinubu. They will factor in
the coalition.
I want you to always come here and speak, not talk behind the camera. You have important points to make, and you are a new person. Don't stay behind.
Let me tell you, Atiku was also part of Amaechi squad as at that time. Amaechi is refactored in. You understand? Amaechi is already there. As many of them are coming, we cannot to see more of them. Remember that Amaechi also might not have the financial muscle to contribute, but I think in terms of knowledge and advice, on what to do and what not to do, might also help the coalition at the end of the day, because they are the first set of politicians that led a successful
coalition
at the end of the day. You understand? So Tinubu should not be too comfortable now, because you don't know what will end up at the end of the day, what they will come up with, And if Nigerians see the coalition as an alternative, of course, they will not have any other a choice that to move in. But the whole thing is that I was to be addressing coalition of northern political parties yesterday. After they had their sections.
Yeah, he said he did not ask the power what it takes to change Nigeria.
Privately, Tinubu is not for me. I don't think it was particularly about the voting system. It's particularly about the vast land that can
the
be
resources
that can be converted to for economic use. I think that was
development
of nation, and that was the area he was actually interested, in. So looking at it now and what we are hearing, if they are able to get to that point, where they are going to have a formidable, with every interest factored in, even if it is going to be Labour Party, they will fly.
All right, you want to say something?
Yes, I want to say something. You see that their coalition that time, it was very vibrant, and you can see that Buhari compensated all of them. Aregbe that you are looking at, as poor as also State, Aregbe contributed a lot of money. You see Aregbe, you see Fasola, you see Amaechi, you see these three governors. Then they contributed a lot of money, and government money is easier to spend Now they will be spending their personal money. They are no longer in the government, in the corridor of power. Any money they spend now, it has become their personal something. Even if you want to say they stole it, but at least to some extent, it has belonged to them. Unlike when Amaechi was a governor of River State. River State get money now, you know. See, no, there is money. So at this time around, well, their knowledge and their advice may go along the way, but it will not be as super as it was in 2014. And somebody like Aregbe, they will factor Islamic, extremists into it. You know, see in Sokoto.
All right. Mr. Femi. All right, to the comment section again. Big T Prince, there's ordinary Taiwo. I honestly don't know those advising Peter Obi, but I wish him well. And he still says this: Peter Obi needs the coalition more than the coalition needs him. Peter Obi needs the coalition more than the coalition needs him. Do you agree with him?
Of course, 100% I do. Of course, now 100% I do. Peter Obi needs coalition because you cannot say you're going to run
influence.
Not only with his influence, there's a lot of things that are attached to coalition. Yes, it's more like when it is being properly done.
If Odunlade is saying he needs the coalition more than the coalition,
of course, that's the fact.
It simply means Peter Obi is desperate.
No.
Peter Obi said he's not desperate.
No,
everybody is needing the coalition.
No.
He himself is ambitious.
You can say he's ambitious. He can be ambitious and not desperate.
Okay.
Because when it comes to do or die affair, that means some level of desperation has come.
That's coming. Okay.
You understand? But when you talk about being ambitious, this is what. And remember that there is people that are driving the Peter Obi, not Peter Obi himself. That's the youth of this country. The youth of this country, they are the ones driving Peter Obi. They are the ones that gave Peter Obi 6 million. It was Nigerian youths. Very important. So at this point, just like what the likes of Bola Tinubu them calculated as at that time, looking at Buhari, with certain level of control and command in the north, that if there is any slight coming together of some political parties, Buhari will fly to victory, and it worked. Tony Momo, kudos to him who brought that idea. You understand? And it worked, and that was it. So even Tinubu himself needs coalition too, for him to be victorious. Yes. Because there's no how you will tell me that at the end of the day you will not see elements of APC inside that coalition.
Is that why he galvanized support from
bros. I told you. You see what is happening.
You saw the statement.
Yeah, you see what is happening in Akwa Ibom now. The governor of Akwa Ibom is threatening lawmakers, and the lawmakers are telling him to go and sit down first. That is the truth. Go and sit down first. Wait. I said it that it's too early for Bola Tinubu to fly this Southern agenda, trying to make sure that he constrain all the major players in the industry, political industry, to submit, not willingly. They are being constrained, they are being forced. There's a tag they has to fulfill in that regard. But that is politics. That's the kind of dirty politics everybody want to see in Nigeria, and people call it politics. Is a master on this and all that. But let us see how, at the end of the day, like I keep on saying it is not the coalition that is the issue. It is not the ruling party incumbent that is the issue. The issue is still going to go down to our electoral reform at the end of the day that can only empower the electors to choose at the end of the day. So if we can get the electoral act and reform, okay, then INEC is seen to be biased, which I doubt. Judiciary is a write-off completely, in this regard. But at the end of the day, let our vote count. Even if it is a non-party, they can decide to go for a non-party, as long as they can get, Nigerian masses can get what they want.
All right. Before I let you go, let's quickly welcome this new subscriber, this new viewer on the platform. His name is Sulaiman Sani. He has joined the family this morning, and he's saying he's seeing this for the first time, and he's watching from Munich, Germany. Wow. Welcome. Thank you so much.
I said we're going to do shekere.
Yeah, where is the shekere? Oh, yes. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, please subscribe on the channel, Sunny subscribe on the channel. Very, very important. We appreciate you. We love you. This is what we do every morning on the streets.
Yeah, it's from Monday to Saturday.
From Monday to Saturday. So even telling us to do Sunday. I know. Yeah. All right, thank you so much, guys.
You have to go to church now.
All right.
You have to go to church now.
Gentlemen, my good morning.
Good morning, Atiku.
How you doing, sir?
Very well, thanks.
The global, let me introduce you myself today.
Okay. I concur.
All right, do your thing, sir.
I'm saying good morning to our global viewers all over the world. You are welcome to Global City Stand. Particularly this last weekend, I must appreciate those global viewers who appreciate us on this platform. I'm particularly happy that I was blessed through you, through our global CEO, Uncle, global anchorman, global Mike Adekunle. His integrity still remained. I was never even aware of it. I was just signal to me, hello, that's a blessing for you. And I'm saying blessings to all of you as well. Why unknown I was blessed, God unknownly will also bless you. Your pocket will not run dry.
Amen.
You remain blessed. Just stay tuned to the global platform where we give you undiluted, objective analysis of issues unbiased. You are most welcome again. To our global viewers, global anchorman, global sound, you are most welcome. I still remain my humble self, global analyst, Mr. Okey Nwosu. Good morning, sir.
All right.
And I stand on all existing protocols.
All existing protocol. All right. Many people are optimistic of what will come out of that coalition. You saw what happened yesterday in Abuja. And you saw the chaos that happened among politicians yesterday, especially from Zamfara, the delegates from Zamfara. Yeah. Mr. Olajide, coalition talks. They've not been able to agree on one party. A few weeks ago, we were talking about SDP.
Now, ADC.
Last week, ADC. Now they are still shopping for platform. What do you have to say, sir?
See, the beauty of that matter is that I would love that coalition to come into being, so as to give a competitiveness to the electoral process you are about to embark upon 2027. I like it very much. I want competitiveness in everything. Competitiveness bring out the best. It makes you to go back to archive and dig up the facts with which you're able to prepare onslaught in the matter. But the way I see the coalition going on now, it seems I doubt the success of that coalition, in the sense that the interest of the political actors is playing prime in the matter. It's coming up. That's the basis of what is showing. Otherwise, why didn't people just bury their personal political ambition first? Build a system, build a structure, then come on, let that structure be firmly rooted before your interest will now be showing up. But what is showing up right now is ambition of the prime movers, the actors, the frontliners. That is, I told you last week that the coalition will be fractured along the interest of those movers. We are already seeing this now. Protesters from a particular side of the country are already insisting that it might be their turn, it might be their interest. Then what happens to the other actors in that coalition? Are they onlookers? Are they spectators? Are they audience? They also have interest. But because of this interest not being played down now, it is what is coming in the form. I told you last week that coalition may hit the rock. It's already hit the rock. Number two, the platform they want to adopt. There are already people who are holding that platform for them to come and use it. What is the interest of those people? Well, you hear ADC saying last week that you won't allow people coming to upset us or put us from the position we're already occupying. They will vacate that position for them. See, these are another problem they are having. Once they are unable to bury their political personal ambition first, and then have respect that where we are going, there are people there already. How do you factor them in? Are we uprooting them or replacing them? These two things will mar the coalition. Otherwise, Obi has even thrown smaller in the works of the coalition. He has already told them that I'm running on the platform of Labour, meaning that the dream of Atiku that Obi will come and buy him is buried. So if Obi is going on his own, he wants to be platform, he wants to run on that platform of Labour, then what is then the platform, the coalition they are talking about? That means those coalition they are talking about is not heading for anywhere, because the prime mover one of the primest mover of that coalition is Obi, which has the brightest chance. I told you, Obi is the conscience of people. Obi does not need to struggle too much, to spend money, to make promises. It's already the conscience of the people. It's the conscience of people that made people to get that vote. No governor, Obi didn't have governor, he didn't have House of Assembly members, even as he didn't have senators, he didn't have a House of Rep, he didn't have chairman of the government. Yet he put such a high vote compared with Atiku's governors, assembly, senator. Yes. So when such person is already telling them that I'm going to the same old route where I applied in the 2023 Labour Party, then tell me, who are the people that want to come up under their platform? Is there people that will come up under their platform? Is it Amaechi? So these people should have known that they should have identified a particular selling point, a selling candidate that has the best chance, and then build a coalition around him and push him forward. I'm not saying I'm not convinced for Obi. I'm telling you potentialities in that man called Obi. The coalition movers should have built a coalition around a formidable candidate they see that this one has possession and kill behind and give him support. But instead of that, that's not what they're doing. It's individual political interest that's championing their ambition, and that's why that coalition may not work. Number two, like I said, where they're even going, it's not certain. And then the party that will be himself saying is going to contest the pound, as able to resolve the leadership of that party, of Labour.
That's Labour Party.
Yes, we have three chairman, Apapa, Aburi, and the third one. I don't remember the name of the third one. So that means Obi himself, who said he wants to run on Labour platform, is not even guaranteed. So these are the things that's making the coalition look not to be workable. I'm not saying it won't work. Looks likely not to work.
Wow.
These are 3 points. The party they want to go to, the people who are there already saying you can't displace us. We are the founder, we are remaining in this position. Just come, give you our ticket, run on our ticket, leave us in our political structure, leave us in our political position we're already occupying. Don't come and displace us, don't come and uproot us from the position. That's number one. They are contending me that too. The other party too, they Obi said want to run Labour. The factionalization is there too. They are not able to resolve it. INEC has not recognized any chairman of Labour as of now. Yes. INEC chairman said it has not recognized because the Supreme Court judgment that they got is already with INEC. INEC is still studying it. INEC has not pronounced that this is the man we recognize. So all this factor is not making, even Obi himself, I don't say the constitution will not work, but if they're able to resolve all these problems, then they're able to unite and bring up a structure first. Forget your ambition. Bring up a structure that Nigeria will see, yes, this is a viable option that we can follow. Then, at the end of the day, now screen the potential interest holders who have interest. Who is the best for this coalition to fly this again? It is then the coalition can work. But the way they are going about it,
All right.
I doubt it.
All right. Get to my mind. Like I said earlier on, we don't know what Obi is saying now, and even the supporters don't know where he's standing. Yes, despite the fact that he said it a few days ago that he'll be contesting under the platform of the Labour Party. And don't forget last week that there were reports coming out from different camps that Peter Obi will be running as vice, with Atiku, which I'm not sure whether he said it. This was an exclusive report by the Punch newspaper. He said both Obi and Atiku met in the UK. That was earlier this year, around January or so, and Atiku offered him the position of vice, but we don't know what they are talking about. Yesterday, we saw Peter Obi at that meeting with some prominent politicians on the coalition against President Bola Tinubu. The same Obi that talked about contesting under the platform of Labour Party. Now, the question I want to ask now, we don't know the stance of Peter Obi currently. As we speak, we don't know where he's standing. Is Obi, is he becoming another politician in disguise or what?
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, is he carrying his followers, his supporters along?
For Obi, I think he's trying to seek having consultations. Don't forget, we are in a season of massive consultation, alignment, realignment. That will be on till we get to 2027. That is a fact. So it is still very cloudy now in terms of the position of or the direction of things, especially when it comes to Obi. Then for the coalition, I thought the whole essence of galvanizing support should be around somebody like Peter Obi, That has always been my thinking. For me, I don't expect a northern presidential candidate this time. That has been my position. It hasn't changed. A northern presidential candidate is not likely to fly, especially if the person will be thinking of 2 terms.
What if that will make the coalition works out?
It's not likely to work. I can assure you, it's not likely to work. It's not likely to work.
That's like floating the northern candidate.
Michael, it's not likely to work. I want to maintain that position, but we see things are getting more clearer as we approach 2027. So I thought the whole essence of coalition and all of that is to galvanize support for a marketable candidate like Itaobi. But with the look of things, the odds are not looking good for him now. A lot of issues are still not been resolved, which I expect them to resolve very quickly. Secondly, Michael, it's important that they understand the kind of person they are trying to wrestle power from. Spanners will be thrown at their wheels. They should expect that. More spanners will come left, right, and center to ensure that the coalition did not work. So if those that are pushing for coalition are people that are still thinking of self-interest and all of that, I can bet it with anybody, it's not going to work. They must be willing to bury their interests and push for a serious candidate that can indeed match President Bola Tinubu. Anything outside of it, Michael, the coalition may just be heading for a collusion.
All right, I'm still coming back to you, Mr. Olajide, but before doing this, let me quickly go to the comment section. I can see a message by one of our viewers. He's a new person on this channel, and he's saying he's watching for the first time. This is a beautiful program, watching from Houston, Texas. My Saint coalition. Wow. Thank you so much. His name is Joshua A. Afolabi. You're welcome on the program. Thank you so much for joining us. So I said it all. It's a beautiful program, and truly it is. Thank you so much. And please subscribe on the channel. Be part of the family. We want you to be here. Always join us every morning on the program. All right, let us quickly look at his own take. Coalition will only work if the movers are not selfish and desperate. You said it. It will only work if the movers are not selfish and desperate. Now, before we go into this, please in the comment section, there's a Chima. I sent a message to you, a private message to you. Quickly check that message. Do a check on that message. That's a private message to you. Please, thank you so much. Udozi Chima. Check your message. All right, moving on to another one. This is from Udozi Chima. If Obi decides to run under Labour Party, Abure and Co will frustrate him till the election is over. Though I will advise Obi to leave the scene as he is too good to be a Nigerian politician.
See, you don't expect a golden fish in the water, in the ocean, to go into hiding. It should come up to the limelight. People should see it. Obi is a candidate. Why must you ask Obi to pull out? What I'm saying to say is that I'm not saying Obi is the best. I'm not saying Obi is the best. But it's one of the leading best candidates. One of the leading best candidates we have presently. So I advise Obi to quit the same. It's not a good development. Remember, I don't know who says so. Quitters don't win, and winners don't quit. And don't get discouraged in any situation. Why we have sacrificed our time to come here this morning, every morning, is that we believe in keep on engaging the system. I don't believe in abandoning Nigeria to them, that let me doing it at themselves. No, we must continue to engage the system, continue to talk, continue to put up your own contribution to it. You never knew where, you may never know where your contribution will go somewhere, it would land in the ears of somebody, and you will make differences. You haven't seen differences, changes. You never know. You never even know what brings the message. Not knowing that it's your contribution that you made that landed government to land in the ears of somebody and pick senses in there, begin to do it. So I don't believe that Obi should put the stage. Let Obi, form more coalition around him too. As Atiku and Co are going on for coalition, let Obi also go out to bring more coalition to himself too. Engage in more coalition, bring more coalition to himself to increase the swell the rank and file of his membership, of his supportership, of his base, so that at least, unlike that last 2020, whereby they don't have one party agent in over 59,000 polling booths, whereas APC and PDP has. All those things should be checkmated so that the volume of contribution and the supportership of his base will spread so that they can match APC word for word, vote for vote everywhere. There's no agree that Obi should set aside. Let him continue and fight on until he wins the ticket. I don't agree with that suggestion that Obi should put the stage. No.
All right, let me move to the comment section again. Our viewers are reacting to what we are discussing this morning.
Yes.
Big T Prince, I understand where Mr. Olajide is coming from, but emotions or being good does not win election. Politics is a game of interest and numbers.
Yes.
This is coming from Big T Odulade. Ebony Matthew, Tinubu may not allow the new party considering how Tinubu destroyed the country. Okay. We dash money can't get without money. We can't get justice anywhere now. All right. Dandy Okeke was saying the best coalition should be around Obi for it to work. I think gentleman Mike said that if they want the coalition to work out, they shouldn't bring any northern candidate. They shouldn't even bother to float any northern candidate. It should be from the south.
Yes.
And who is from the south? It is Peter Obi. All right, on to the next one. Joshua A. Afolabi, how did we get here is the problem. That's the new viewer saying this. How did we get here is the problem. As long as Atiku is still in the game, Obi will not have the chance. They were both in PDP and Obi left for Labour. Now coming together as what? You are making a tangible point, Mr. Olajide. Atiku and Obi should, as a matter of fact, go ahead to seek political reforms. If INEC's status quo remains the same, nothing will change. This is from Joshua Afolabi. The coalition actors are having different agenda, and that is the real problem. Well, yes. Said they are having different agenda, and that is the problem.
Mr. Mike, I said
so they don't have a united agenda.
No, see, I'm not blaming anybody for having some personal ambition to run for a presidency. It's that inalienable right, their constitutional right. They have the right. I have the right to ascribe to you want to become. We are talking of whereby you know that there is equity, justice, and fairness in some things that you must do. You must accord people equity, justice, fairness. There is turn everything, Mr. Mike. There is turn. Somebody was here before us. They were the one that took the first choice. We are the next one. Why didn't you just try to upset those who came before us first? That will bring commotion now. There's orderliness in things. You don't just wake up and want to upset people when it's their turn to do something. There will be orderliness, designers in things. Atiku should know that this 8 years is for the South. Let him build everything he can build to support a choice of his own candidate in the South. And let him support it. Let the South finish it. And say let them be somebody else to rival Tinubu in 2027. Maybe from the Southeast, South, even maybe from even Southwest. Let us know that South has had their 8 years tenure complete. Then Atiku now come up to 2021. Who tells him that he would have the brothers? I'm praying for him to be alive. Then he can then come to the South and say, look, it's our turn now. In fact, people will run not to cut short the tenure of Southern town. There's turn, there's otherness, there's equity, fairness, and justice in things. And if you don't allow it to be done, people will not happy with you. Let's Atiku stop his interest now. Like Mr. Mike has said, I'm not saying Obi is the best presently, but it's one of the best candidates we have presently. Let there be formidable coalition built around him, and let Atiku and co support him. Even if it's 1 year they were able to agree with him, let the 8 years of tenure of South go, let him come and go. Then, if they want to come at 2021, okay. But to now say you are sustaining the turn of the South now, it's not like what my analyst said. It will fly. I don't want another candidate for now. Let Southern have their 8 years tenure. We are not saying compulsory of Tinubu. There are still other sections of the South. South is South as the day. You may even come to Southwest and bring somebody else up replace Tinubu if that's where your interest is. But what I'm saying now, as far as that interest of equity, fairness, justice is not implemented, the coalition is not going to work. Let Atiku.
All right,
yes.
All right.
Let me just make a point as regards the message that was sent by I think this man talking about the fact that Obi shouldn't be part of what is going on.
Again,
I think he should. Scripture talks about the fact that nobody lights a candle and put it under a bush. Say, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good work and glorify your Father in heaven. So the beauty of light is even in darkness.
Yes.
Yes, the beauty of light, the tiniest light, we make a lot of sense when it's so dark. And I think that's the more reason I think it should raise up his head now.
Yes,
that we even feel that everywhere is dark. Let him be the beacon of light that we all look into.
No, you said you don't want northern candidates now. Even Nigerians, many Nigerians are saying it. And looking at the statement coming from Joshua Afolabi that the coalition actors are not having the same agenda. They are having a different one, and it's going to be a very big problem for the coalition or for the merger. Now, can't we have a coalition of ideology? And can these opposition leaders, these politicians, throw their weight behind one candidate?
I mean, unfortunately,
can they be united?
Unfortunately, ideology is secondary in our politics in this part of the world. Ideology is not there. People just jump around based on where they can have their interest better than all of that. So ideology is zero. Let's forget about it. People don't move based on ideology. It's about interests, as we all know, and most of the time it is selfish, and that is why they are finding it difficult to drop some of these interests. So the interest of the larger population, the interest of Nigerians, the interest of average Nigerians, to bury their own selfish interest and all of that. That could have been the best thing if we have people that have the interest of the country at heart, that really want to serve. Most of our politicians are not willing to serve. That is the truth. Most of our politicians are careless about the people. And that is why even in the gathering that you saw a few days ago where the stakeholder of APC met, you can see they are marking their script themselves. We have done very well. They were mentioning it sectorally that they have done very well. It tells you that they care less about what an average Nigerian feels. For us, we wrote the exam and we are marking it by ourselves.
Yes.
And I think it's unfortunate.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Mike,
Many
and
thanks.
I really appreciate your presence. All right, I'm only taking these two people, and after Mr. Vincent and Mr. Kunle, we end the program. Thank you so much. All right, you're welcome on the program.
Thank you, Mr. Mike. Good morning.
Come closer, Mr. Kunle.
Good morning, our ever attentive global audience. I say good morning to you. This is another week. I wish we all continue to abide under the shadow of the Most High. I say good morning once again. Good morning, Nigeria.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Good morning, the viewers. And good morning to the spacious ones that are there. And I want to say we all value you, we all like you, and we all pray for you. And I'll have to call out a woman here. I think, Tina, you are a mother of humanity, and you are really, we need to acknowledge you. And a lot of people that are there. Moki great, you do your own things quietly. A lot of people are there that cannot even mention their name finished. Well, if you are not there for us, we can't be here, right? And we thank you all for your blessing on us, right? And thank God that tomorrow, my birthday, so I'm preparing.
Your birthday comes up tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes, yeah.
Wow.
That's on the Children's Day, the way it is. Yeah.
All right, the viewers are watching, and I know your fans, your supporters, are listening and watching you right now. Well, how are you going to celebrate it?
Normally,
I celebrated mine.
Yeah,
you guys.
Yeah, I have to follow suit. That's why I need to engage you. Likewise, the way you plan yours, man. But I know it can never be more flamboyant because you are a city stand. You're a global city stand. Anchor.
We're all global.
Yeah.
We're all global.
All right,
the same way our viewers are global too.
All right.
All right. This is why I'm going to introduce one of our first-time viewers on the program. I'm talking about Daniel Daniels. He's watching us for the first time, and he's watching us all the way from London. That's United Kingdom. Thank you so much, Daniel, for joining us this morning. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Daniel, thank you so much. Take it or leave it. I'm going to take this from Daniel, the first-time viewer. Take it or leave it. Peter Obi remains the best, the credible candidate with integrity who has the organic followership that could rescue Nigeria. Wow. It goes okay. It goes on. Okay, I'm first video. Okay, still the person talking here. All right. Thank you so much, Daniels. Now, you made a statement last week, and that was not the first time of saying it. We've always been saying it on the program that if there is any course that should be studied in school, it should be Tinubunomics.
Tinubunomics. I still affirmed with that stance.
You are still standing on it, Tinubunomics.
Yes, because
and with what you are witnessing,
yes, he's not lying low over all the activities of the opposition. He's not losing sleep.
Is that why we are seeing him everywhere?
You see that
SDP, when you go to SDP, Tinubu is there.
He's already there.
When you go to PDP, is there. We know that one.
I want to take you back down memory lane. You recall that at the time when PDP had sway in this country, the ACN or what have you, they were about five. They were having 5 states, but when Obasanjo came on board, he reduced it to 1 state. It was only Lagos State that remained with Asiwaju. Our current president was the governor of Lagos State there. They wanted to use the instrumentality of the office to take all the southwest states. And lucky for Tinubu did not budge to whatever they dangle at him. The same scenario is being played out now, using coercive instrument of an office to coerce some people to toe the line, even though they may differ with you in opinion and objective. And I believe it is antithetical to democratic setting. And I want to say that in a democratic setup, you don't coerce people. You allow their self-will, to play. Because by the time you continue to use coercive efforts in muzzling people to toe your ideal line, then it's no longer democratic, it is autocratic. That is my take on that. But one thing that I want to say here is that, you see, I've already canvassed for Tinubunomics as a course of study to be imbibed in our curriculum, because he knows how to play the game and get results. You see, he's doing it because he has done it before. When he came from the level of obscurity of 1 state, then he garnered 5 states in the southwest, and he even stepped beyond the borders to form a national party. That is where you see the likes of the CPC and other blocks coming to form a coalition to wrestle power from PDP, which he is currently enjoying today. But he cannot be the same man now, because he knew what it took him then to form a national government. If Jonathan has also allowed some modicum of a level playing ground for people to do their politics the way they deem fit, then why is Tinubu being frenetic about his own now because of this coalition movement? I want to believe that why is he afraid? Why is he frenetic moves about the movement of all this coalition body? That is where it got me thinking that is he really a democratic person in the gap? Is democratic bloc working in his vein? Because I want to believe that his caucus should have been the one speaking for him, not the other way around, using coercive method in trying to make sure that people toe your line. I believe that service is about delivery, and if you are being given a mandate to render service, I think let your service speaks for you. That is my take on that. And when you look at the entire organogram of this country, the way it's being played along, you see that there are a lot of crevices, maladministration, inflation. Things are not really working well for the majority of the masses that gave him mandate. And whatever it is, for crying out loud, he is the president of Nigeria, not a president of a section. And he should so do by having that nationalistic fervor in him to play out. That is my take for now.
All right, Mr. Kunle, like Oyeze would always say, he's a master of dark politics. That's what Oyeze has always said that. But looking at President Bola Tinubu, we remember, we still know how he built Lagos politically. We know about his political dynasty in Lagos. Currently, as we speak, it seems the presence of Bola Tinubu is being felt in various parties in Nigeria, various opposition parties, the likes of SDP, PDP, Labour Party, even the so-called ADC. Now, is he trying to build another political dynasty at the federal level after building a dynasty at the state level?
I think he has already started building the dynasty at the federal level. A political octopus that we can talk of for now. You see, in life, when somebody is above you, take it and try to learn from him. You know, all this gra that is going on within all this coalition, everything. Surrender yourself and go and learn about how to play politics. That's just what our advice I'll give to them. They are just wasting their time. The coalition of the big men that are the timber and caliber, how can they cooperate within themselves? You see, that coalition is dead on arrival, the way I'm looking at it. They are just wasting their time. I will have advised them to even set up a new agenda in order to form a different party apart from the PDP, apart from the Obedience Party, which is a Labour Party, because all those parties are dead on arrival. So how can you work on a dead party that is dead on arrival prior to elections? And I think they are just wasting their time, and they are just showing Nigeria a kind of circus movie that we don't even need at this time of the day, because it's just distracting. It's distracting. Every steps everybody take, you have to just want to hear all this coalition to where? Is it coalition within Atiku and El-rufai that they cannot understand themselves? Is it coalition between Aregbesola and who else that they know there will be no godfatherism that will be able to take care of them, or there will be no leader that they will respect? And I can tell you wholeheartedly, the coalition these people are bringing on the table is dead on arrival, and there's nothing they can do. It's just too late for them. They should respect the leader that is ruling us now, because he went through the rudiments of the politics, and they should go and learn how to win elections, not just coming in and say you won election, you do this, you do that. And again, I think I have to be very funny with Udeze too, that want to send me on the journey of no return to the east yesterday, or day before yesterday, that I should try and visit the east. So I said I cannot do that because I still have my life to save, right? Actually.
Today sit at home now. All right. Excuse me, sir. I'm coming. All right, to the comment section. Manny Igos is saying, my first ever comment here. That's his first ever comment here. He's watching from the UK. It's bank holiday here today, and the city stand is the perfect show to enjoy the day. Happy birthday to Comrade Kunle Obi for president.
Yes,
Comrade Kunle.
Yeah, he's welcome.
Obi for president.
Obi is welcome. If there's any magic we can do for Obi to be president, I think I will concur to it. But presidency seat is not just by mouth. It's by the calculations. It's by the engagement of the people that matter most. And who are the people that matter most? These are the people that are the real backup of the presidential movement. That is what I'm talking of, the electoral movement. Once you get those people at your back, and which that is what Tinubu is enjoying. He has all those people at his back. He knows how to canvass. He knows how to, he has his own mates.
Knows how to canvass, yes, with money or with his achievement,
right? And nobody wants
because some Nigerians are saying that Tinubu is playing money politics. Look at what Umai said last week, that all Southeast governors are backing Tinubu for 2027.
My brother.
You heard what he said.
My brother.
Is it not money that is playing out?
If they throw a dice down for you, that Mike, it's either you pick up Osun or you pick up Lagos. I don't know. They all see the juicy. They all see the juicy infrastructure that is going on in Lagos. They all see the remodeling of Lagos. This man came in and turned it around, and that was his. I mean, that was what's it called? The face studies that people ought to have been
like his breakthrough.
There, yeah. For him to turn slum into city. I mean, look, go to Atlantic, go there and see what the wonders that is happening. And this is a guy that always engaged the global leaders likewise, because I could remember Clinton was around when they wanted to laid the foundation of a quadrangle. So you give credit to a man of New Lagos that created a new Lagos. No matter what anybody can say, it's still the leader of a new Lagos as it is. The project that he embarked on is the project of the Lagos and Tinubu. So to me, that man has achieved a lot. But prior to election, Mike, I have to say this. I was holding my grip on, say, this man will win election. A lot of thousands of people went against me, abusing. Even Udeze was one of the pioneers that championed the whole thing against me. But I said, this man I've seen, I've studied him, I've watched him right from Yaradua, Shehu Musa Yaradua. That's the oldest Yaradua that served with he was just following Yaradua's step. Atiku was there too. I think he contested for the governor of Nasir, what's it called, his state then, Adamawa. It wasn't Adamawa then. They just, they split them to Adamawa. So all the Gongola, yes. So all of them, they went through the rudiment of politics. That is why you can see the bitter competitions that is going on between Atiku and Tinubu.
All right, and moving on, we have another viewer, the first-time viewer on the platform. Prince Will Umba is watching us from Qatar. We appreciate your presence this morning.
I greet you.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. He said he's watching for the first time. Please, can you guys use this opportunity to sensitize the public on the urgent need for electoral reform? And that's what we have always been saying it on the platform. Mr. Vincent, let's take a look at the coalition. This coalition of a thing. Is it a coalition meant to rescue Nigeria out of the current challenges we are facing, or is a coalition meant for the politicians alone?
You see,
are they just about the power, getting power from President Bola Tinubu?
You see, Tinubu also was a product of coalition that later threw him up to that seat, that number 1 seat. When you look at when Jonathan held sway as the president of this country, Tinubu plus other state actors, they were at the forefront, trying to use all manners of ideas and permutations to whittle down whatever clout that Jonathan government has, or rather had then. When you look at what is happening now, you will see that coalition, and there's nothing wrong to coalesce, but when you come into coalition with somebody, you should not do it out of fear. I think coalition is to bring your own side of the bargain to the table. I will bring mine, other interest groups will bring theirs. We have to sieve it and see where we have comparative advantage. Try and make those areas that need to be mended. And that is what coalition is all about. If we now start saying that they're giving a definitive stance about the current coalition moves by either Atiku, Obi and everything, I think it's too early to say what is going to be their definitive stance at the end of the day. But I want to believe that whatever needed to be good, he had to go through a process. I think that process of coalition is what the coalition is going through now. Even if they're having some itches or glitches here and there, it's part of it's an ongoing process. And I think it will amount to prejudice for me to preempt what the outcome will be. But the only thing I would just say is that whatever, if at all the coalition is going to come out good, they should first of all jettison that self-interest first and go across all board and see how they can muzzle their energy together and be able to form a viral and a viable coalition movement that will wrestle power from the incumbent, which is the APC-led government. And that is my take on that. Because I want to believe a coalition is something, it's not a bad idea. It's one of the ingredients of beauty of democracy. When there is competitiveness, there is always something that people can lay their hands on, that yes, out of all this variety, if you now turn Nigeria to a one-party state, then you and I, our voices cannot be heard. Even if we have a dissenting voice, we cannot be heard because we have already been pushed to a one-party state, and we cannot criticize because we will be having that fear that if we criticize the government of the day, we might get booted by it. I think I want to believe that the coalition process It's an ongoing process. It has not reached a definitive stance.
All right, sir. Before I let you speak, Mr. Kune, let us welcome another new viewer on the platform, Ade Busari. Ade Busari, you're welcome on the program. Thank you so much. His name is Derek. Okay, Derek. Ade Busari, Derek.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. My first day of watching here. I am enjoying it. Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you
You
very
said he's
much.
enjoying the program, and we really appreciate that. Thank you so much. But before you wanted to say something before I move on to another topic, all right?
It's about, I just want to chip in to what my brother, big brother said, right? You see, these politicians, the way they are now, the people forming the coalitions now, I can tell you wholeheartedly, us politician, every politician has been ousted from his seat. It becomes a broke man, it get broke. And all these people are broke now. They are not coming to develop anything to make Nigerian a super, what's it called, the Eldorado. And I can tell you, they are just coming to re-enrich their pocket back. So anybody that's, all these politicians are just giving Lambert to, giving some, good incitement to, that they will change all these things. They cannot, because all of them are damn broke. That is why the coalition is even coming up, that they can, arrange money for themselves, for their campaign, and after that, they can share the goodies of Nigeria. So I don't see anything good in all this coalition, these people.
All right, Manny Igbos, one of our first time viewers, is saying that let's respect each other's opinion, please. In as much as Comrade Kunle stands with Tinubu, that's within his right. I am pro Obi, but I still respect Kunle's opinion. Obi for president. All right, thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much for that.
I really appreciate it.
All right, that boy, another viewer, a new subscriber, Mr. Tinubu has done exceptionally well. Give credit where it's due. He said Tinubu has done exceptionally well. Give credit where it is due. His economic reforms are bold and it is working. We have to hold our governors accountable too. Wow. In Anusi, nothing good can come from Bayo Ononuga boy. Who is Bayo Ononuga boy? All right. No, he said his boy. His boy. Who's his boy? All right, Chukwuka Okafor. Chukwuka Okafor watching from London. You guys remind me the good old days when we stand like this at a newspaper stand to debate issues bothering the country. Well done, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Chukwuka Okafor. We appreciate your contributions, your presence on the platform. All right. Mr. Vincent, when is this PDP crisis going to end? We saw what Wike said yesterday. And currently, as we speak, he has withdrawn. Okay. He has withdrawn from peace accords in the party.
You see, before Wike, PDP has been in existence. And before Wike came to limelight, PDP as a party has been in existence. And I want to state the record here. Wike was never one of the founders of PDP. He came to be a member of that PDP as a matter of free will. He cannot arrogate to himself the ownership of that party, even though he said he spends. It was for crying out loud, it was state money that he spent. He did not spend that money out of his own personal pocket. It is state money that he spent into that party. If you now claim that he's the owner of the party, maybe it's an illusion. He's living on an illusion. I want to believe that PDP has its own problem. Likewise, every other party, even the APC-led government, has its own internal crisis. It all depends on how you can manage your internal crisis so that it will not become a kind of a humongous problem or a complex problem. PDP as a party has its own internal crisis, even which the major player that caused that crisis is Wike and some of his cohorts. And if Wike, for crying out loud, you cannot be here and be there. You understand? You are working for APC-led government. You are creating a problem in your own house. It's even a shame. Because at the tail of the whole thing, even the tail of this government, I will see what pans out for Wike at the end of the day. How much he has gotten from this government, how his loss is going to be fat. after the now of this government. But what I want to say is that if you live in a glass house, you dare not throw stones. Even if you are nearby a market and you throw stones, you don't know whether your relatives is where the stone is going to land. And I want to believe that Wike has been used, is another guinea pig or rather mole for the APC government, and is doing their bidding according to what he has been paid. That is why he's holding on to that office as the FEC minister and is enjoying it. Let's see how it lasts. But I want us to believe that at the end of the day, it will not be a kind of a macabre dance. And then they will start weeping. There will be nobody to help him in clearing the tears.
Mr. Kuna, this set of politicians in PDP are intentionally creating the crisis we are witnessing there.
Mr. Mike, the crisis is bound to be happening.
But it's a matter of wicket today, wicket tomorrow.
Yeah, I foresee this, that this matter they are facing now is bound. It was bound then to happen, in which I was monitoring their movement. Then you can't believe when the whole PDP, majority of who matters most in the PDP, they left the shore of the PDP and they went on merry-go-rounds with other parties. That was the same time Atiku left PDP. He went to APC then, after APC, to contest. That was the time Kwankwaso left APC to contest under the APC then. And you could see they left their house, empty. And you now come back now, you say you want to rebuild, but it was too late. And who are the people that took charge when they left the house empty then? It was this same Wike that went on to hire Binu Sheriff. That was the former governor of the Borno State. That, okay, we want a leader back because there's a vacuum in PDP already. So let us bring, we want to invite you to come and hold the national leader as national leader of the PDP. And Binu Sheriff spent some time with the PDP. He even spent his own personal money when all the PDP money bags that are supposed to sponsor that they left to other parties to go and I can say for prostitution. They turned themselves to political prostitution. And what now happened when it was time for Wike? Yeah, they are political prostitutes. Yeah, as I call them that name. And when it was time for Wike now to take over the PDP, he now approached the Binu Sheriff that, okay, we want to take over. Thank you for what you have done. And Binu Sheriff told them, all the money I've spent, to maintain this party in absentia of the owners of this party, please, can you pay me back? And Wike paid every penny, because everybody is just accusing that Wike. Wike has terrible issue with PDP. He was one of the people that have good agenda for PDP to stabilize. He spent all his money, he spent all his wealth to make sure PDP exists. But are the PDP members, are they really serious with their party? Are they really serious? Now the bubble have busted now. You are blaming Wike. When all of them were going into different parties to contest, they went to ACN. APC was ACN there. They all marched down to ACN. They abandoned the ship of PDP. Now they are not crying wolf. I think if there's any one party system that is being operated in this country today, you have to put the blame game on the PDP, because they messed up the foundation of democracy in this country.
All right, thank you so much. Let's welcome Anthony Okukene. Good morning, citizen. He's watching from Holland.
Anthony, you're welcome. Good morning.
All right. All right, let's take a message from Ade Busari.
Yeah.
Ade Busari. Currently, Tinubu, despite his weakness, has stabilized Nigeria's economy. Even here in the UK and other West countries, the economy is shaky. We must support Tinubu to succeed. This is coming from Ade Busari. All right, Wisdom, if you look at the political appointments of APC zoning to the south, is zoning to the Yoruba. Okay, if you look at the appointments of APC zoning, is zoning to Yoruba. The south benefited more under Buhari than Tinubu. Okay, what it's actually trying to say is that the Yorubas have benefited under the administration of President Bola Tinubu in terms of appointment than other tribes. That's what he's trying to say.
You see one thing, that is his opinion, because I want to believe that before Tinubu came to the fore, he said he was going to carry on from where his master stopped. I'm talking in respect of President Muhammad, the former President Muhammad Buhari. If he's doing that now, I think he's in line. I don't have any problem with that because I want to believe that you see, until when we jettison that idea of a man from the north, a man from the east, or from the west, or from the midwest, or from the central district, before we can continue to say we have a country that is called Nigeria. By the time we continue to rest on the crest of division, regionalism, or kind of where you come from ethnicity, then we cannot bet the kind of country that we envisage, that we hope for. I want to be honest, when we jettison that, before we can go, because the template of using ethnicity as a yardstick to measure, a performance or a government, I think is not good for, an ideal society. I want to believe that whosoever is, championing that, or is only doing that for his own service gains. I want to believe that all those, it is not even included even in the ground norm, which is the constitution of Nigeria, where that a president, anybody that want to man the mantle of president must come particularly from it. I think it's an arrangement of the political class. Because I stand to be corrected if it were not so. Because I am talking realistically here. We have to look something objectively, irrespective of your leanings. I want to believe that people that are saying that if it is not Obi, if it is not Atiku, they are using ethnic sentiment to buttress their position, and which I believe that ought not to have been taken into consideration in deciding national affairs.
Okay, just to buttress what my brother said, right? I think this man needs to come down and see Tinubu, what's it called, region, and see how people are complaining about it. And when he said all the presidential aides are from Southwest, I can say yes, your kitchen cabinet ought to be the people that you trust, that you can work with, not the people that will betray you. And likewise, again, the president has been doing some big infrastructures all around. That's East-West Road is ongoing now. Why the roads to my own state is in, dilemma, disarray, right? And will I say that the president is favoring? Even the Southwest people are complaining, they are crying out loud. But the pains, everybody has to bear the pains, because that is the pain that will liberate us to where we're supposed to be, and for progressive, for future progressiveness. If not for us, but for our children, unborn children, that okay, there won't be any blame game on us. That daddy, how do you allow Nigerians to be like this during our generation? You know, and there's a time they will rise up and start asking us questions. And if you want to keep destroying the country, let us start it, and they see the results. But I can tell you, the best of the best appointment has been given to different regions. You could see the juiciest post that you can ever talk of in this administration went to David Umai, and it's trillions. His budget is over trillions. Will you say that president is bringing in a majority of the Yoruba into the cabinet? No. This is a man that has many friends across the board. And he makes friends, he builds up the friends. He doesn't abandon his friend that he has built up, and that is what is working for him today. He has not met me before, I've not met him before, but when they do good, I will say it out, and when there's something wrong, I will say it out. I was here 2 weeks ago complaining about Minister for Power, that he should be sacked, and some ministers that are not working, that are not performing with their scorecard, let them send them off, and let face the penalty. Yeah, let them even face the penalty, because there's no how the average Nigerian has a kleptomania of stealing. So there's no how anybody you want to send off, that you need to probe him likewise. What have you achieved under the parastatal that I put you in, and what are the financial statement that you want to bring on the table for us? So average Nigerian has that kleptomania of stealing. Let me just say.
All right, on the genesis of PDP problem, we have Chris Cheat saying that Wike did not start the problem in PDP. Wike with the PDP constitution when he said party candidate and chairman cannot be in one region.
You see, you might be right to some extent, but you are not totally right. I think you have just taken, a a bit of the entire whole. Wike added much to the crevices. Crevices then before Wike was still manageable. When Wike came, he gave vent to that crevices to become larger and bigger. And you can see what has become a PDP now. PDP is in fragment. You have different, today they run to court, tomorrow they run to court and say that they are going to Agege market or to go to a nearby market. They run to court, this one will go to court and collect judgment, this one. Then they have now cheapened our judiciary to the extent that everybody, if you have the money and the means, you can run to court and get judgment. And then come and, you see, you can see the legal rigmarole attached to the internal crisis of PDP. It goes to show that all is not well without PDP as a party, because Wike was instrumental to the gap and the gap in the party. That is why you see all manners of things cropping up. I'm not even saying, thank God that we are having coalition movement, because before the now, other parties too have their own internal crisis. I believe that whenever there is a problem, that should be able to, I mean, if you walk on the road and you fall, it is not your falling that people want to see. How you rise up and become a well sound-footed back on the ground is what matters. I want to believe that whatever they are going through now, I believe at the end of the day they will come out with a definitive solution as how they want to forge ahead.
All right, I think the boy is responding to Udeze Chima's message, his position on the assessment of President Bola Tinubu's administration. Okay, and what's he saying? Udeze Chima, okay, he's replying to Udeze Chima here. The removal of subsidy and flotation of Naira was successful. Some countries that tried it never recovered. Zimbabwe is an example. Governors now see triple FAAC monthly. That's federal allocation, something like that. Yeah, monthly. Okay, Wisdom is saying something here. The coalition is making only sleepless. Are you having a sleepless night over the coalition?
I always have a sound sleep. I don't care about the coalition. Coalition is dead on arrival.
All right, Olatunji Awofeso, the opposition and Nigeria haters would never see anything good about Nigeria. We are not surprised. Oh.
I want to reply to that.
Okay.
You see, I've often said, and I will still maintain it here, that criticism is part of social engineering. If we want to engineer this society called Nigeria to a safe haven, I think we need to criticize some things that are not really going well. I believe it's also part of the ethos of democracy, whereby you keep the people in government on their toes to do the needful, because they are not there for tea party. And I believe that as a stakeholder in the Nigerian project, that is why we are here. If we are not saying things the way they are, because this is city stand, and it's not something that you need to edit. We say it raw here. The way it is, you can see the prices of things in country. Those of them are falling, while some are rising.
Like rice.
A bag of rice for 50 when you see the prices of, okay, when we say prices of rice, a bag of rice has fallen from what it used to be from 100 plus before. Some you can buy a bag of rice for 56,000 naira, some to 70,000 naira. But if you look at, and it also depends on the varieties. Yeah. You see, when you look at all those things, because I want a situation, you don't just pick a segment, of the society, of the product as your scorecard, because you cannot cook rice alone without adding stew. Because if you check the prices of pepper and other condiments necessary to have food on your table, you see that it's still balloon to the rooftop. And that's why I'm saying that we have to continue to engage the government in the most constructive way so that they can do the needful. The average person on the street is crying, and you can see that things are not really well. I knew before I came here that this morning, every day I used to engage my family. What are you people going to eat? How is it going to be? You understand? It's not always very easy when the money is not coming the way it should. Because when you look at everything,
God bless everybody. Good morning.
We need to.
Good morning at Decorate Market. Good morning to stand. See, let us be frank with ourselves. Everybody, Tinubu will win everywhere. Oluwa change the topic.
Just hold on a bit, sorry, sir. Continue. Continue what you said.
Always change the topic in the middle of the night because everything Tinubu, okay, crucify him. Okay, Tinubu is like Jesus Christ now. Crucify him, kill him. He said, I found no fault in him.
Why did you suddenly change your
Because of the
mind?
multitude says they kill him. Is he not the born of a woman?
What you were here last week and some months ago.
I condemn him. I don't like him. I don't like him because PDP everywhere he carry everybody. But where were they when they sleep home yesterday? See, let me be frank with ourselves. Tinubu, go home and rule Nigeria 8 years.
All right, thank you.
See, because I just got that spiritual faith in him that you can't crucify him. See, Jesus Christ, crucify him, kill Jesus Christ. He said, I find a fault in him. Okay, what did Jesus Christ do now?
All right.
What did Tinubu do?
That's okay.
Everybody
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Where Tinubu? I don't claim again. I support her now.
Sorry about that.
Maybe I die together. Maybe I die. See, Oluwawan is talking. See, forget anything.
All right. Just pour out your mind so that you can be free.
Because,
okay.
You see, it's too much of clean.
All right.
Tinubu. Okay, who is Tinubu?
You are not supporting Tinubu, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Support her forevermore.
All right. Thank you so much. If you don't give him that space, so there will be problem.
I want to say sorry for the intervention. It goes to show that in zoo, the different kinds of behavior. In Nigeria, we are all in a zoo, and that is why you see that kind of interjection playing out.
All right, sorry about that, viewers. It's one of the things we experience on the streets.
Because we are in a zoo.
Yes. I'm not in a zoo. I'm in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I'm not in a zoo. And you see the bitterness of the people against any president that comes in doesn't even make them to be more constructive. And you could see this, the bitterness they are pouring out. Average Nigerians that come on is the bitterness of the hatred of the person in which they are planted in them that is working against the president as we talk now, because there's no president that will come in. The president that is on seat now, what our people are still narrating back is when Jonathan was there, this is what they did to him, so they have to replicate it back to. That's the citizen, the average citizen of Nigeria, and that is the agenda. And you want Nigeria to be better, you want Nigeria to move forward, and you are, praying for the downfall of the country. Average Nigerian poison-minded person. He wants the destruction of Nigeria. He doesn't believe in any presidency.
All right, I'm coming.
Not there.
Okay, you want to say something?
No.
Okay.
Come on with you.
All right, we have Udeze Chima and the boy digging it out this morning. What are they saying? How has first subsidy removal and the floating of Naira affected or changed the lives of Nigerians? This is what the question Udeze Chima is asking this morning. And the boy, in response to Udeze Chima, is saying that IMF loan paid off, student loan, consumer credit, loads of government interventions to cushion the effect of subsidy removal. Yes, there is inflation, but that's expected as it is seen in other climes.
I want to reply to the boy, because I am saying this that the boy, even if the government has paid off IMF loan, is IMF loan the only window opportunity in the financial world? I think we still have World Bank loan. World Bank debt is there. We have the Paris Club, we have the London Club. How much of that? If you single IMF loan as a line of support for this government, I think you are not being fair. Even prior to the now, Obasanjo, when he held sway as the president of this country, was able to negotiate the overall debt of Nigeria, and he got it. Then, if you not check the debt profile of Nigeria now, have we not even incurred more debt? Then, of what you is making so much money that does not translate to the betterment of every citizenry in this country. Then you begin to wonder, how can we continue to? Is something wrong with our brain fat? We need to be tutored. We need to be lectured. How things are run in the financial world. You don't pick a single thing and use it and generalize it over every other thing. As we speak here, go and check the amount of the money for milk. An average one cannot even take tea, the commonest thing that you can give to this thing. And you know our babies need milk to develop, to grow. And you cannot take it because of the prices of things has already been inflated. Must we continue like this? It is even unheard of that the primary needs of man, food, shelter, and clothing, is becoming so hard to come by. And you can see where we stand here, we where city stand is really is reaching to the entire world. Go and check the prices of rent for somebody. If you want to rent a room now, go and check how much is being charged. Now you see a governor that is sitting in Lagos State telling that you must not pay more than 3 months, and see that he was the one that built those houses for them. How can we continue? Then where are the government built houses so that you can make it affordable for the commoners to even apply? When they build houses, you continue to hear millions and say that it can easily be picked on the ground. What is the per capita income of every head, every Nigeria? Then we begin to, when we engage people on realistic models, then we should be able to know that we don't miss word, because we have to say it the way it is. We don't continue to rally around one circle and see that something is wrong with our brain fat. I rest my case.
Yeah, I think I'll come again to disagree a bit. You see, borrowing loan is not the issue. What are you using the loan for? Are you using the loan for consumption, or are you using the loan for productivity infrastructure? And that is what the president adhere to now, is using the loan for infrastructure. Because if you don't have infrastructure, foreign investors cannot troop into this country. I think we don't need to be teaching ourselves this one any longer. It's a kindergarten, even people can understand what we are saying. And but the bitterness of the opposition, bitterness of some people that never wanted good thing in Nigeria, that believe that is their own says that they must hear. And I think Nigeria has gone so far that no matter all kind of propaganda that is going against the president, that it must work. And we are standing firm that he must work. Where we need to correct his abnormal mistakes, we call him out. But let's all join hands. This criticism, bitter criticism that you have been bringing on the table has never provided anything for all those critics. So it's the time to change your narrative, because this man we are seeing, some have even offended God, because some said he's going to die. And that was when me, I buckle my shirt, buckle everything. That person that you say is going to die is who I will support. And God so good, it came to be. And I thank God for that. But the problem, no country that will go through this kind of problem. Even in London, there's high inflations of goods. There is high inflation. I thank God the diaspora are going to be allowed to be voting now as it is. There's a diaspora voting. This thing they are making. I think they have even signed it on already. So we see a lot of diaspora that will start. Letting us know what is going on in the differences of the London economy and Nigerian economy.
All right, we're going to run the program up with a message by Daniels. Please, we Nigerians in diaspora just need a working country that we could retire to. After 31 years in London and still counting Nigeria as the giant of Africa is yet to find its feet, and it's shameful. All right, viewers all over the world, we say thank you for joining us this morning. You have one or two things to say, right? I'm ending the program now. I still have Mr. Adams. I've not answered him. I have Benjack, others there, but we just need to round up the program. We're back here tomorrow by God's grace. All right, viewers all over the world, we say thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
I said earlier on, we're back here tomorrow for another interesting edition of City Stand. Don't forget, Mr. Kunle's birthday comes up tomorrow. The controversial Kunle himself. Happy birthday in advance.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I think I should follow suit, man. Just every appreciation we get from God, we have to honor Him likewise. Honor God. It's not me I'm honoring, it's God I'm honoring for being alive. Man. Thank you very much. Thank you, viewers.
All right, thank you, viewers. Oluwawan, don't step here. I've had enough of that. Okay, don't step here. All right, just hold it down. Hold it there. All right, thank you so much, viewers. I really appreciate you, and I need to say thank you to all the people who commented in the comment section. Lady G is here. Oh, today is Lady G's sister's birthday. Lady G, let us greet Lady G. Today is Lady G's sister's birthday.
Mommy
You need
Lady
to
G,
wish her well.
the Amazon of the Amazon. I want to say very big birthday to your sister and you especially because without you, I think we could have been here. We are, I mean, you are a woman, a lady that has the ocean of kindness flowing in her heart. I want to say very big thank you and to your sister, more years ahead of good health and healthy living.
Yeah, I want to say
To the mic. Okay.
my name is Asiasa. I want
You
to
don't
say
you don't
happy
eventually talk. All right.
I want to say happy birthday to your sister and may God bless you also.
All right.
Because you are not only you are our viewers, you are supporting us in many ways. May the Lord Almighty sustain you and support you in everything. We say happy birthday to your sister.
Yeah, happy birthday to Sister of Humility, and we want to say more years in advance to your sisters, and more years in advance to you. You guys will never lack. The blessing of God will keep following you anywhere you are over there. Happy birthday.
Yeah, good morning. May good Lord bless you and strength you. Happy birthday, Lady T, to your junior sisters.
All right.
Remain blessed
All
with
right.
your family.
Thank you so much, respondents. I really appreciate all of you. And to Lady G, please, we wish her happy birthday, many happy returns, and may God continue to bless her, protect her, and be with her in all ways. Thank you so much. Udeze Chima, we appreciate your presence, wisdom. We appreciate your contribution this morning. Lady G, thank you so much. Abiye, Karibi, White, thank you so much. We appreciate your contribution as well. Adekoyega Adekunle also joined us today. We say thank you so much to the Oluwa one.
God bless you. See, let me tell you one thing. See, today is Monday. The whole world, God will continue to protect and bless us.
Amen.
Don't say
Amen.
you crucify somebody. Say crucify him, crucify him.
I'm ending the program.
I know you are anybody. Say, let me attach the engine.
Okay.
See, God will bless all of our life. Because the truth must be done. What is truth? If you know God, you know the truth. People don't go for everybody.
That's it. You've analyzed.
God bless you.
All right. All right, Edwin Eze, thank you so much for joining us. Big T Prince, Ordinary Taiwo, we appreciate you. The boy who joined us for the first time, we say thank you for joining us. We have Udezi Chima, thank you for joining us. Nnamdi Anusi, all the way from Netherlands, we appreciate your contributions on the platform as well. Los Casablanca, we appreciate you as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Emmanuel, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Onyx, Cosmics, Benga George, Long Dadon, Edwin Eze, David Okafor, also known as Studio Okafor, Daniels, and the likes. Kate Perry also joined us. Kate Perry, thank you. That's an esteemed viewer on the platform. We say thank you to you for joining us this morning. Kessie also joined us. And many viewers that I can't even. Olatunji, our professor, I can see Uroba Boy was also here this morning. Christ Ebere, thank you so much. He said, who is the drunkard? And one of the things we did not be that. Thank you so much. And many other viewers on the comment section who contributed. And please, your opinions are needed after this live broadcast. For those that will be watching the program after this live broadcast, please comment your opinions. They are very important. We appreciate all of you. Please also share and subscribe. If you're watching us for the first time, subscribe, hit the notification buttons. Also join us tomorrow for another interesting package. Michael Adekunle is telling you to stay safe. I'm the anchor of the program. Please stay safe. We're back here tomorrow. Goodbye.
Once you drop your food like now you just sleep, then you just sleep. Then we just come on the I see this morning now.